Hey, welcome to another video from SkinnyMedic. So this video is probably about a week and a half late, but we were out of town. I was speaking at an EMS conference, and then as the day would leave, I get sick. So I've had a sore throat, runny nose, no fever, no shortness of breath. Haven't been around anybody with the coronavirus, so 99.9% sure that we don't have the coronavirus, but we're taking precautions. Just like you guys should be. Hopefully you guys are doing that. We're just staying isolated, avoiding large crowds, doing what the government's making us do, but we're just kind of doing it on our own.
We do that kind of stuff anyway.
Right. So just want to make a video and kind of tell you guys where we're at and kind of give you some advice, maybe be prepared for this upcoming couple of weeks. I think are going to probably be an issue and kind of what we're at. So, but Mrs. SkinnyMedic takes care of us. We're good on food, good on water, good on medicine.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
Should be.
All right. So before we left for the beach, I had been just monitoring everything that was going on around the world with the coronavirus. Wasn't really too concerned, but we always tend to be prepared. It's better to be prepared than suffer for it later. So we always kind of have that mindset of being prepared. We do it the same thing before winter comes. We start looking at what can our winter preps be when the storms come. So I took account of what we might need. We had just moved a few weeks ago, so before we moved, I had let some of our supplies dwindle because I didn't want to move them. So I was already in the mindset of starting to build back up certain things that we keep on hand anyway. So I looked at toilet paper, looked at laundry detergent, dishwasher detergent, some other dry goods, things like that. I did a grocery pickup one morning before we left for the beach because none of that stuff I had to worry about going bad. And I knew that if things did go crazy when we got back, those would be items we would want to make sure we had extra on if we were going to hunker down for a couple weeks. I did not go buy an excess. I bought what we needed. It is important to find that balance. We don't want to make our neighbors suffer. The golden rule needs to be applied here. And I feel like if this is something you do all the time, you don't have to go panic buy.
So you didn't buy a truckload of
No, I did not buy a truckload. I probably normally would have bought one pack, and instead I just bought 2 packs. So I bought one extra of like a few of the things that I would have already been buying. I bought one extra because I already had some we had not run out of.
And the coronavirus has nothing to do with GI tract. Because you get the coronavirus, you shouldn't get diarrhea, nothing like that. So you shouldn't need extra toilet paper. Your normal amount should be just fine for the coronavirus.
So my concern with all this and thinking about it is the number of people who are going through life on a regular basis not having these things. Now, I know that sometimes life gets really busy and you're like, oh man, we are down to a few rolls. How did that happen? But I also know there are people who just live that way every week. And so then when something like this happens, this is where the panic buying comes in. So we've always kept canned goods that we cycle through. We keep items in the freezer that when I buy meats that I know I'm not going to cook that day or the next day, I put in the freezer and I pull out, I cycle them through so nothing's getting freezer burn. There's things like that that we've just done for years. And I know that the first thing people are going to say is there's going to be excuses rolling in. Well, I don't have room to store food. I don't have the extra money to that. Well, it's tax season right now. Most people get a tax refund. And usually this time of year, I see people posting what they're going to do with their tax return. Expensive vacations, going on shopping sprees.
Buying guns.
Buying guns, guys. Great. Guns and ammo are great. But you need food. And here's another part of this golden rule. If you're going to use your guns and ammo to come take my food, that's not nice. So get your own food.
Not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, you've seen the videos of me shooting, right? I'm going to protect my own. Don't come take my food. But so here's an idea for the future for people. Take some of that money and use it to buy a small deep freezer. Mm-hmm. They make them very small sizes that you can put on a porch and lock. They make locking ones. So there's things you can do and take some money and start some prep. So the next time this happens, you're not panic buying or you're not going in someone else's panic box and you don't have. So I'm not saying go prep for 30 years. We don't prep for 30 years. But we just make sure that if there's a financial crisis, if there's a health crisis, if there's a natural disaster, we're okay for a little while. We don't have to panic. We can just be safe and take care of our kids, which is what our goal is, take care of our kids.
Definitely.
So,
as far as the coronavirus, I do feel like we're going to see a widespread of it here in the United States. I think for people like us, we're going to be just fine. We joked about our sickness. It could be the common cold. It could be allergies here in South Carolina. The pollen's falling all over the place. But it's about being cautious, like it's been flu season. I don't understand why toilet paper is going out of stock. I see that hand sanitizer is going crazy, and 95 masks are going crazy. Wash your hands, folks. Stop touching stuff. Stop touching handrails. Don't stop being nasty, and just wash your hands. The coronavirus, as we know it right now, is not airborne, which is a good thing. Airborne means it goes into the air, it hits the HVAC system of your building, and goes throughout the building. That is not what the coronavirus is. It is within 6 feet, it falls. Now, there's how long it lives on those surfaces, we don't really know. There's some mixed stories out there, but whatever. But that 6 feet distance is what we're talking about. That's not airborne. So being smart, if you are sick, stay home. Like you have the flu, stay home. If you have elderly parents or grandparents, don't go see them right now, okay? Just like if you had the flu, you don't want to give them the flu. So I think people that are healthy are going to be just fine through the coronavirus. It's people who are not healthy, who have respiratory problems, who have some more issues going on in their life, that there may be issues. Our hospitals are already full. The ERs are always full, max. So now people are dumping in there saying, oh, I have the coronavirus because I have a sore throat, and they want to be tested. You're just overloading the system. So being smart about this, I think, is what needs to happen. Do I think the media is overplaying it? Yes.
They always overplay it, though.
They do. But, we see the flu season right now. It's going to get warm just a couple of weeks. All this stuff will go away. I think being smart is what is important. If you're sick, stay home. If you do need to go out to get groceries, get food, or whatever you do, wash your hands. If you have hand sanitizer, use it. But warm, soapy water, like your parents taught you how to wash your hands, okay? So I think being smart about this is the important thing. We are not panicking, but we're not blowing it off either. I think somewhere in the middle is where we are at, and that's where I would encourage you guys to be at. Not to, oh my gosh, the world's coming to an end, or you know what, it's just a flu. I think it is a little bit more dangerous than the flu, but
because I think those that are affected by it are affected worse than the flu, is what I understand. But, we don't get a lot of accurate information. Facebook doesn't have a lot of accurate information. The news media, we know we can't trust. So that's, I think, a lot of the trouble is finding a source that we can trust with this being something new.
Yeah,
so.
I think the information we got out of China initially is probably not accurate. If you're looking for stuff on Facebook or the internet and it's like a paragraph and an ad and a paragraph and an ad, I probably would look hard at the source. They're probably just trying to get ad revenue off of that. We've been studying the CDC. I know what you guys are going to say about trusting the CDC, but for right now, I think that's the best choice. And we're going by their guidelines. My EMS system is going by their guidelines. So if we get a coronavirus patient that we suspect that's having, the symptoms with fever, shortness of breath, things like that, then we're going to put on N95 mask, goggles, and a gown, just kind of drapes down, not a Tyvek suit, anything like that. But we're going to be cautious. And honestly, we're talking about I would treat them just like I had the flu, or they had the flu. Put a mask on them, things like that. Wash my hands, clean my truck. Just being cautious about it. So I think in a couple of weeks, this will be blown away. Our biggest concern has been the supply chain. Everything comes out of China. Our medicine comes out of China. Our medical supplies come out of China. So for us as a business, that's what worries me, is the fact that maybe in a week or two, I may run out of supplies, gloves, whatever, and I'm not able to have those for you guys to buy. We sold out N95 masks super quick. We've got some hand sanitizer kind of slowly coming in. Our medical supplies are okay right now, like 5x9s, 4x4s, things like that, but that's a fear for us. The trauma supplies are good, because most of those are made in America. I think every trauma supply we have is made in America, so we're okay there. But it's something we need to pay attention to. Don't hit the panic button, and just be smart about it.
And I know a lot of people are worried about the economy, and it's going to hurt the economy. But I was talking to a friend about this, and this is my opinion on it. Take it for what it's worth. We're Americans. We bounce back. The economy's going to get hurt. It's been hurt before, and we come back. So let's, instead of all fighting and getting mad over our opinions, let's just try to, like I said before, apply the golden rule and be cautious, considerate, and be alert. Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. I'll probably get you the coronavirus just by watching this video. Awesome. You got anything else to add?
No, I think that's it.
Awesome. So, hope this video helped kind of give you our perspective on things. Thank you guys for watching. You never know when you'll be the first responder. Remember the right gear and the right training.
Thank you.